Testing, testing. Testing. And welcome to week 2 of the GT Championship Series Stock Tunes Series. I'm SSR Mayhem tonight to bring you tonight's week 2 action here at Sebring, as we got a nice field of drivers once again back in action. FTR Serby, the current points leader in the GT Championship Series. Right behind him, Nicole X and GG Racing, the top 3 in the point standings right now. Last week, FTR Surrey had a nice battle between SSR Bobberts and GG Racing. Ended up making a pit stop. A couple of drivers didn't. SSR Bobberts on the last lap of the race, well, his tires went out, they burn out, and FTR Surrey came up through the field to win last week's thrilling race at Silverstone. So here we are this week. Right now they're on a final practice session here, so bear with us as we are currently trying some new stuff here. If you're following us on the YouTube channel watching this race tonight, it's going to a little bit laggy, but we've been able to find a couple ways to make it a little bit better to watch on YouTube. As you know, we've been having struggles, and we got a kind of a new program here tonight, so it's going to be a little laggy. Hopefully it holds up for us, and hopefully you guys can enjoy it a little bit more as we try to improve that. And if you're also following here on Mixer, you can also check out our YouTube channel, Twitter, and Facebook page, as you just need to look up MEA or Mayhem's Endurance Association. So here we are tonight, and I'm going to bring up the starting grid for tonight's race and the people who missed or possibly will miss tonight's events. Starting on the pole tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as I pull it up, I actually have to pull it up, so hold on one second here. Starting on the pole position is UMS GG Racing, is the top qualifier position. Last week's winner, FTR Survey, looking to go back-to-back wins this week. SSR Bobberts in the 3rd position after an unfortunate race last week will get another opportunity to try to take over and win his first race of the season. SSR Godly Drift, the 4th fast qualifier, will not make it tonight. Had to work late, so he will miss his first appearance in the GT Championship Series. Nicole X back in action here tonight with the 5th fastest qualifying time, as she looks to redeem herself after having a great run last week, finishing number 2 in the final standings of last week's race. In 6th position, PPS Turk Scorpion, one of the most consistent drivers out of the LCM Cup and now in the GT Championship Series, looking to make it a little bit better than last week after having incidents in last week's race, which put him in the back of the field. Ended up making it back into the top 10, but had to fight his way through the field to get there. Starting in the 7th position, ACR Colonel, as he's making his debut, missing last week's race after having some issues making the race, so it's nice to see him here tonight. UMS Juice, 10th in qualifying, looking to make his presence known this week, as he wasn't too happy with last week's results. LCM Cody Pennant wasn't sure if he was going to make it tonight, but did make it after all, as he's sitting in the 11th position to start. SSR Wolfpack possibly not making it. He's currently not here with us right now, but we might not see him. SSR Woody in the 13th position as well, possibly not going to see him, so unfortunately not see those two drivers. SSR F&G in the 14th position, looking to redeem a struggle of last week, and Kamikaze in the 15th position as well. 16th is SSR Red Raider, looking to make his presence well known here tonight, and as I look to make sure that he's here, I do not see him on, so there's a chance that we will not have Red Raider with us here tonight, but he is in the 16th position to start. Raptor in the 99 making his debut in 17th. 18th, Lucas McMees, and 19th is Nacho Bear, who currently isn't here as well, so we may not see Nacho Bear in his race here this week. And then the rest of the field who did not qualify but are positioned to where they are in the point standings right now. PPS Proud 20th, 21st, LSCM Zombie, who might not make it here tonight, trying to get home to make the race. PPS Lucky in the 22nd position, 23rd SSR Chasmo, and 24th Gasol Hall. So that's your starting grid here tonight. And on the screen we've been following Survey, but we'll follow somebody else here a little differently. And currently, right now, as soon as practice is done and over with, we'll get this race ready to go and underway. Right now, we're getting the second party of drivers ready to go. As we're supposed to have more than 16 drivers tonight. So SSR FNG and SSR Kamikaze will be the 2-party hosts here tonight. So soon we're gonna try to see if we can get LSCM Zombie. So right now, maybe FNG will work on pulling him in, and possibly anybody else that needs to get in. But as right now, we're just waiting on Zombie. Alright, so as practice is finishing up here, we are going to get ready for our race here tonight at Sebring. And so right now we're going to get we're going to finish our last lap. Then we're going to create the new lobby, get things going, and we'll get things underway here momentarily. So the racers now finishing up their final lap of practice. So we'll go and start creating a new lobby. Alright, so let's get some of these guys in here and then they can bring the rest of the crew in. And right now just waiting for these guys to all pop on in here, and so I can start getting things ready to go. just in the middle of getting everybody in the lobby, so just be patient with us so we can get everybody here. And once again, SSR FNG is one of the party hosts, and so is Kamikaze. Right now we're just giving Zombie a couple more minutes to get a chance to pop on in here and get it going. Give me a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to talk to FNG really quick here. FNG, make sure you send an invite out to Zombie, until he gets one chance to at least get a chance to get in. And same with Lucas McMees. I'll invite him. Alright, so I'm going to get the lineup ready to go here while we wait for the rest of the drivers. Obviously, I'm not in the race. Yeah, it looks like UMS Juice having some problems. We'll give him a chance to get in here. Zombie has made it. UMS Juice has also got in. FNG needs to make sure he gets the FNG tune that he made for all these cars, so give him a minute to get in here. Zombie is now entering FNG's party as we speak, so again, I'm going to get out of this so they can be a party of 2, as we do have more than 16 races tonight, so we're just trying to make sure the parties don't crush themselves. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, again, we have a new program for our YouTube channel, so it's going to be a little glitchy, but it's a lot better than what we've had, so we're going in the right direction. So if you're watching off YouTube, it's a little better than normal. Alright. Here, let me go start the broadcast booth. Alright. Good to go. Alright, so we're just waiting for Juice and FNG. FNG needs to ready up. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as Lucky readies up his car, we will be going Green Flag Racing. And if you are tuning in, I do have my chat box down below, as I'm the lonely commentator here tonight. So don't be afraid to talk to me along the way. We got 22 laps here in week 2 of the GT Championship Series. Will FTR Surrey repeat 2 weeks in a row, or will somebody new take the throne? Alright, so here we go. 22 laps here at Sebring. GG Racing the top time as he starts on the pole position, as FTR Survey sits in second and Robertson third, the same as last week. So we'll find out how these guys fare in race number 2 and the GT Championship Series. So hopefully everything goes well. Everybody logs in okay. Last week we had to restart once because of the disconnects. So here we go. Green flag. Alright, we're going to turn 1 now. FTR Survey coming back a couple positions. This Lambo's starting out really strong early on, but there we go. GG Racing out to the front of the lead right now. And FTR Survey with a nice dive down in the turn number 1 as he's in the second position. Bobber's in the third position. Turk Scorpio in the fourth. Fifth is Sloth. Reflex 6 is Nicole X. Right now, Survey all over the back bumper of GG Racing. Goes to the inside of GG now as he's trying to take over the lead. And they bump a little bit right there going onto the straightaway now. This is where the Lambo is going to have a little bit more speed. And there's SSR Bobber. It's not too far behind GG now. He bumps in the back into him. They go wide. Turk Scorpio. Bobber's just a little loose. We got an accident. They got loose. So now the 2 leaders at GG Racing and Survey now all alone. Now they get to go back at it with their battle once again as they had last week. Last week, these two put on one heck of a show. Bobbert's led for a little bit, but here goes Survey. Now he's working on UMS GG Racing now. So Survey now chasing down the leader here as we are still currently in lap number 1. A little bit of drama in the back of the field right now, but so far so good. Everybody's still on the lap that they want to be on. So here we go. LCM Cody Pennant moving up to the 12th position, now passing up Raptors. Raptors falling way back. Cody now falling back a little bit. So Lucas McMeans of Raptor falling off the pace a little bit. HCR Colonel dropping back as well. So a little bit of bump and run as we bring up the race map now. So here we go once again. GG Racing, FTR Surrey. GG not getting a very good run off the last turn. So Surrey gets a better run. Now going into the final turn. This might be where here, but we'll see here in a second. Here's that Lambo has great speed, and the Lambo just narrowly nudges in front of Survey now. Survey still sticking to the inside, GG to the outside now. BMW Lambo coming off the final turn here in race number 2. Survey with the block off the exit now. He's in front of GG, and Survey leads lap number 1. And Survey now maintaining the lead in front of GG Racing here. And Survey so far, strong performance as he's now in the front. We'll go to the back of the pack now and see what's going on there as we ride with SSR Bobbers in the 3rd position. 4th is Juice. 5th, Daytona. We'll go back and see where Nicole fell as she got mixed up in there. So Nicole now having to battle through some a crowd of cars. I'm sorry, got a little lost for words there. So Nicole now battling SSR Kamikaze, it looks like. And Kamikaze sitting in that Lamborghini, or the Jaguar. There goes Proud to the outside of Nicole now. Nicole's having the battle for her position. SSR FNG not too far behind them. And we go further back of the field now. LCM Zombie, who didn't get any practice up to this hour. So Zombie needs... We got an incident. PPS Proud. And it looks like Proud, something happened to Proud. Didn't really see it there. We'll see if we got our damage reading on him, and he's got no damage, so very fortunate to see him not have any damage. Survey still the race leader. Got a little bit of action going on in the back of the field here, though, between Proud and now Sloth. Cody Pennant in front of them. lucky in front of them as well. Go further back. We'll check on FNG here as he's challenging Kamikaze now for the 8th position. Excuse me. HDR Colonel, who had a really rough start so far, the only one in the Audi R8, having to figure out where he's at right now. So he dropped back some positions, but we should see him recover relatively quickly. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a mandatory pit stop race, but the drivers are welcome to make the pit stop if we need to. We'll go back up and check out the leaders now, as Servy's got a little bit more of a lead, not too much though. It's that Lambo top speed on the straights, it's keeping it very close right now at Servy, but that BMW on the shorter turns and whatnot, a lot more grip and a little bit better on entering and exiting. So here we go now on lap number 3. FTR Servy still out front. GG Racing still not far behind him. And these two still dicking it out. GG going to the inside. And GG overdoing the turn. Servy had to lay off a little bit so he didn't get hit by him. So GG being a little bit impatient there early in this race. You got to think, is it necessary to be driving this aggressive this early on? You know you got the top speed on the straightaway, so maybe a little bit more patience could help a little bit here. But GG knows Servy, and Servy, you know, is a very good driver, so a very consistent driver. So GG's trying everything he can to get back in front of Servy, but right now Servy in complete control as he's got a little bit more of a gap now since GG's incident. But once again, the straightaways, those Lamborghinis really do put on a show, and they will come fast. But once again, where the BMW is winning right now is in the turns and then the shorter sections of the track. UMS Juice now passing up Bobberts for third, but going back and forth. We'll check out what's going on there between those guys. And Juice lost a lot of ground. We'll go back and check on what's going on there. As Bobbert's still sitting in the 3rd position now. TPS Turk Scorpio making his way up to the field. You got HCR Daytona not too far behind him, and Nicole X getting out of that group of cars. She's now in open field, so we'll see what she can do after the little cluster that they had with a bunch of guys back from 3rd and beyond. HCR Daytona go way wide, but he holds on to it as they go on to lap number 4. And right now, GG Racing, top speed. FTR Servy the fastest time right now. Obviously going, you know, in battle mode with GG Racing. And here's a battle for the 6th spot right now between Nicole X and HCR Daytona. HCR Daytona selecting the Porsche, which is one of his favorite cars on the racetrack. So, or in the GT car selection, is he takes that 2011 Porsche. And he's making it work. He's got a new paint on it. It's very nice. Nicole X got a little bit must have messed up back on a turn because she lost a little ground. They're both going through the grass there. We got a little group back here we're going to check out. And once again, this is week 2 of the GT Championship Series. FTR Servy currently your leader here at Sebring. And once again, if you don't know, I got my chat box up down below. You're welcome to communicate, talk with me along the way. Right now, FTR Servy is the race leader. Once again, if you're watching on YouTube, we got a new program, and it's a little bit better than what we've been working with. So you might have a little bit better quality. It's a little bit laggy, but it's a lot better than what we had. So hopefully you guys that are YouTube watchers in this race right now are enjoying what's going on there. And also you guys on Mixer, once again, I got my chat box up. You're welcome to talk to me. I'm all by myself here tonight commentating this race. So don't be afraid to say hello and tell me how you feel about the race so far. But right now we got a 3-car battle for the 8th position right now. SSR Kamikaze chasing down LSCM Zombie, and SSR FNG not too far behind them as well. FNG having a really bad exit on that turn. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't a great exit. Right now, Kamikaze chasing down Zombie. Once again, Zombie with no practice is coming in a little bit rusty here. Had a very rough week, so see if he can bounce off of that. And Kamikaze going way wide into the final turn. FNG trying to look inside. There's nothing there coming off of the last turn. So Zombie now getting a little bit of a gap on those two. We go further in the back of the field. We got PPS Proud Sloth Reflex, HCR Colonel, LSCM Cody Pendant, Raptor 99, and PPS Lucky in the 16th position. And right now, HCR Daytona still under fire from Nicole X as Turk Scorpio currently working on UMS Juice. And we have a unfortunate DNF with Lucas McMeans having to drop out. And UMS Juice overdoes the turn. That gives Turk Scorpio the 4th position now. HCR Daytona not too far behind him now. So Daytona looking to challenge UMS Juice. Nicole X still in the picture. She's all over the back bumper of HCR Daytona. And here we go. Nicole looking to make a move here. She got the speed on the straightaway. Will she catch him on the straightaway? That's what this is about. The Daytona making that Porsche work. The only car is one of a couple cars in this race that are solely selected. But here comes Nicole X now with a big run, looking to the inside of HCR Daytona. They're going to go side by side into the final turn. She goes low, he goes high. He's looking for the run, looking for the crossover. She goes a little wide. Here he goes underneath, but they touch. He taps her, and they maintain the car. So Nicole X now up to the 6th position now as she tastes down UMS Juice. So we'll go back up to the leaders now, see where FTR Survey and GG Racing are, and they're back at it once again. They got a great battle going on here for the 1st position once again. GG Racing keeping it close. FTR Survey maintaining the lead. Survey's been in the lead since lap 1, made a late pass on GG. So right now, the battle between these two are still going on, and the rest of the field are basically competing for 3rd at this point due to the fact that there was a really bad exit right here on this turn, actually, that these two are coming across to the S. Bobbert's got a little loose off of exit and then pretty much clustered everybody up. So they a lot of time, but there he is in the background. You see Bobbert's not too far. There goes Gigi looking left, looking right. Survey guarding his line. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm also a little under the weather, so if there's a little pause here and there, because I'm trying to get a drink of water, so just bear with me on that. But Turk Scorpio now up to the 4th position. Well, actually, we knew that. I should have known better than forgot about that. But Turk Scorpio, one of the guys to watch here tonight. And here we go, FTR Surrey off of exit. It's a nice little run there. GG not too far behind him, but this is where that Lambo keeps up. So here's the run by Gigi. Gigi looks to the outside. Survey guards the inside. And the line, both of them taking the same line. Survey making Gigi work every bit for it. Seven laps straight. Survey the leader. And there goes Gigi to the outside. Survey stays to the inside. He's going to make Gigi be honest. And a little Forza buffer there, so just give that a second. Give it a few seconds. There we go. Alright, we're back at it once again. So Survey and GG going at it right now, but it looks like Bobberts is starting to make his way up through all this as these two have been duking it out. Is there a chance that Bobberts might enter the picture? These 3 cars right here, Survey, GG, and Bobberts, were the top 3 last week in qualifying, and so is this week. And once again, you remember last week, Bobberts had a really rough time. So when we have another dropout, not sure who it is. Looks like PPS Lucky has a DNF as well, so Lucky not being able to finish here tonight. But here we go with Gigi now the new race leader as he gets in front of Survey. And Survey now chasing down GG Race, and we pull up the race map here. There's a chance that we'll be seeing some lap traffic here in the next, I would say, the next possibly 8 laps. The way this is going, maybe sooner than that. We haven't heard yet this week that the tires were an issue. Last week, some drivers weren't sure if they can make it on tires till the end. So we're about to find out who's going to take the risk and who's going to make the pit. But as of right now, I wouldn't assume that anybody's going to try to pit here. And here we go, Survey looking back at it once again in the hunt, as GG just took the lead on the last lap. So we'll find out if Survey can catch back up to GG. As we bring up the race map, let's go check on other parts of the field right now, and we'll go back to that 5th place battle between UMS Juice and Nicole X, as Nicole's still trying to figure out how to get around him, and Daytona's back in the picture now. Nicole recently passed Daytona a few laps ago, and as she's been working on Juice, Daytona's caught himself back in the mix here. Daytona goes to the inside, nipping Nicole X, and oh! They hit again, and Daytona into the wall. And it looks like Daytona trying to get it going. So unfortunate for them right there, as that was a little unfortunate for Daytona. So now here's a battle for the 8th position, as PPS Proud looks to the inside of SSR FNG 96 now. And FNG gets a little wide. Proud goes to the inside, and we'll get that position rather easy. Daytona now gets back on the track. Not sure if he has any real damage to the car. But we got Zombie up to the 7th position now. So Zombie has been moving slowly but progressively. I'm going to find out here if Daytona needs to make a pit or not. And he doesn't, so he's going to stay out. So good news for him, but unfortunate circumstances, obviously. As we go check out what the race leads looking like right now. Survey back all over GG once again. So here we go again, a battle for the lead once again. We've had a couple of lead changes so far in this race between GG and Survey already. So will we see another one within this lap? And the lap down, or I should say the soon-to-be lap down car, looks like Raptor 99 entering the picture. Could this mix things up? We'll find out here in a second. But here goes Survey looking to the outside. Nothing there. Goes back over. Could he try to cross over GG here? And GG holds on to his line, so no real struggles there. Survey on the back end of GG right now. And Raptor 99 now entering the picture. So these two leaders are going to have to get around Raptor. And Raptor moves over respectively, so gets out of harm's way. At least that's what it looks like. Yes, it is. So respectable driving by Raptor. And here we go. So back into the final turn. So PPS Lucky had to drop out. Lucas McNeese as well. a little bit of racing incidents a little bit ago in this race, but things happen, and sometimes you gotta battle through them. Sometimes it's just not worth the battle to go back through. So Servi going off the track a little bit there. Servi's trying to find some speed off of the first turn. So here comes Servi now, trying to figure out how to gain his ground back on Gigi. Gigi trying to hold his line. And the tire wear right now seems pretty even with both cars. So, oh, Servi got a little antsy. It looked like he was going to go to the inside there. It looked like he changed his mind. So Servi still working on Gigi right now, as this race battle has just been ongoing since lap 1. Alright, through the S's now. Like Servi gained a little bit here, but this... Oh, Gigi almost coming off the track a little too much there. Alright, so here they go. Back at it once again. Servi keeps himself relatively close. Gigi gets a little wide there. Looked like he almost got to the wall. Servi not letting him get away just yet. With 11 laps to go here, we're halfway through the race now. Zombie with 9 positions gained since the start of this race. Colonel down the 4 as Colonel battled his way back into the top 10. So here it is again, Servi and Gigi battling it out. Servi all over the back bumper of Gigi. Oh, we might have a run here under the inside, but will the Lambo get away before the first turn? Oh, and he gets in front. So a little speed off of exit there. Servi looking again. Nothing there. Gigi gets a little loose. Servi all over the back bumper again now. These two duking it out. And here we go. So Servi has not let him out of his sights. They've kept it relatively close. And Servi to the inside. Gigi to the outside. Servi, Gigi, and side by side, barely touching. And there they go. So a little more speed with that Lambo, gets right back in front of Servi now. Servi goes to the inside, and does he get the slide? No, just not enough to get right in front of Gigi. So side by side as they're back down the straightaway now, and you can see the speed out of the Lambo. And Servi to the inside, Gigi to the outside. Servi! Gigi looking for the crossover, doesn't get it. He taps the wall, loses some time. So Servi, the new race leader. So this is the 3rd lead change of the race. And Gigi bumping that wall there on the final turn. Lost a little bit of ground here, but it's not over yet. Gigi's found his way back up once. He could surely do it again, but not too far in the picture is SSR Bobbert. So we haven't talked a lot about him. He's coming. These two have been battling. He's been patiently pushing himself to try to get up there, and he has slowly got himself into the picture now. So we could see that battle end up being a 3-way battle, but Nicole X now catching up to UMS Juice once again, and she's been having a lot of problems getting around him. The LCM Zombie not too far behind them, and PPS Proud right behind them. Sloth Reflex not too far away. Colonel and the rest of the pack, as if we go check on Daytona, see how he's going right now, currently in the 12th position, with an unfortunate bump with Nicole earlier. has now caught up to LSM Cody Pendant now, so could be battling for that 11th spot with him and Cody Pendant. But we go back up to see if the race lead has gapped itself or ungapped itself, as Gigi is now working to catch back up to Servi, and it's pretty much where it was. And this is the section where Servi gets a little bit more out of his car. So Gigi's got to be pretty clean through all of this to at least be where he's at, because when he hits the straightaways, that's where he gets most of his gain, or all of his gain, I should say. Alright, so here we go. Gigi gets a little bit of ground on him. Servi gets a little wide there. Gigi stays low. Servi still maintains the lead. Bobbert's still trying. Not sure if he has enough time to get up there with these two, but he's not too far off. Gigi looking to the inside now. Servi still holding on, so Gigi's still trying everything he's got right now to get around Servi. You know, we were watching Servi, how long it took him. The Lambo with a little more speed has a better chance, but looks like Gigi got a little loose because of the apex there, but maintains the car rather well. And Gigi to the outside, Servi stays to the inside. Gigi clips the glass, Servi holding. These two are just going at it right now. I mean, they have barely been 100 feet, I think, ever apart from one another since the start of this race. Gigi's really working Servi right now. He's to the outside. Not sure if he's going to get it. And he doesn't. Gigi starting to lose patience now. He's working really hard on Servi. So the aggressive driving by Gigi, whether it might pay off or not, could hurt him as the race goes on here, but he's kept himself in distance, so this battle far from over. Gigi not getting the best exit, so this gives Servi the chance to get a little bit of momentum getting into the next stretch here of this track. Alright, so coming off the last turn, Gigi goes wide, Servi stays from the inside. Only 8 laps to go right now, and Gigi's working really hard to try to get around, but Gigi taps the wall there in turn 1, so nothing there. Servi's getting a little bit of a distance on him through that part of the track. Once again, if you're new to this series, you know nothing about some people not too fond of the Lambo. The point of this series is the stock series, so all these cars are on a stock tune made by F&G 96. So it comes down to the drivers. And, you know, going into week number 3, you know, Road America, the Lamborghini is going to be a highly selected car there. If you don't pick it, you know, that's up to you. If you pick it, well, it's there. And so for this series, it's one of the series at MEA that the Lamborghini is allowed to run in fully. So, you know, the drivers know that, and it's made for a very interesting series so far, as we saw last week. And Servi showing that M3 is every bit worth using at any track. He's just very good driver, and it's one of his top favorite cars, if not his favorite car, I should say. And Gigi, well, Lamborghini is actually one of his favorite cars. So these two guys, you know, selecting cars that they're comfortable in, and it's been making for great racing. And Servi's really putting everything he can right now, knowing that these long straights are where Gigi is going to thrive a little more in that Lamborghini. But these two are still going at it. And here we go, Gigi to the inside. Serby holding him off. Alright. With only several laps to go here, Bobberts is really starting to come into the picture. Again, not sure if he's got enough time to get to them, but Raptor 99 already a lap down, now entering the picture once again. It's going to need to get out of these guys' way. Already a lap down, you do not want to get in the way of the leaders. We'll ride along with Serby now, as he's currently in the lead here. Raptor's just going to try to get out of the way there, and he does. There's Gigi. And you can see just how close these two are at the rear camera view here on Serby. Gotta wonder, are the tires starting to make a difference here? Right now, Kamikaze, FNG, 11th and 12th, and so it looks like FNG finally got around Kamikaze. HCR Daytona getting around Cody Pennant. And it looks like Gigi gets a run to the outside. Not sure if Serby let him come in there or not. And now Gigi gets the race lead once again. So Gigi back out front of Serby now, as he's just defending the inside. Serby's going to have to do a little bit more work once again. And Serby says, I'm making a pit stop. And Serby, not confident on the tires, says, hey, got to get a set of fours. Let's go. So Serby now decides to make a pit stop. So we'll see if that works out for him. Not sure where the tires will land for these guys. And the Lamborghini eats up a little more tires than the M3, at least from my knowledge. So this could pay off in the long haul here. Last week, Serby ended up making a pit stop. Bobberts didn't make a pit stop, which ended up costing him the race at the end of the last lap. So we'll see if Serby can make up some time here with the tire option. So now with that being out of the way, we're going to go back and check on the battle between UMS Juice, LCM Zombie, and Nicole. Now these three are all battling it out right now. Three Lamborghinis duking it out. Zombie looking to the inside of Juice. He gets it. Now Nicole's trying to look. Nothing's there. Not yet. Zombie goes to the inside. UMS Juice to the outside. He will take over the 5th position now. Zombie has made it up to P5 here. So now Nicole, she still hasn't found a way to get around him, and gotta think how aggressive she's gonna start getting with him after seeing Zombie go around. And at Raptor 99 getting out of these guys' way. UMS Juice though hasn't left Zombie just yet. as Juice gets a little loose off of exit. That gives Nicole a chance to challenge him once again. Cole's looking. And there goes. She's looking. Nothing's there still. This has been hard on Nicole. She's just been struggling to try to find a way. But look, she got a great run off to the exit there. She's going to the inside of Juice now. And Juice now will lose another position to Nicole, but oh, he's looking to the inside, just a little loose there. So now Nicole up to the 6th position now. Is it over? It might not be. Juice is looking. Survey now catching up to 3rd place Turk Scorpio after Survey had to make a pit stop. Daytona, F and G now near each other. Kamikaze, and looks like Kamikaze has some problems as Cody Pennant had a huge run going into the final turn. GG Racing right now, Ray Fleer, gotta wonder if he's gonna make a late pit stop here. Last week we saw SSR Bobberts have to basically on the last lap lost all tires. It just makes you wonder how much longer GG can stay out there. You gotta think of Bobberts, how long he can stay out there. Right now he's actually gained ground on GG. There is always a chance that the tires will last, and that may be the case here tonight. Raptor exiting pit road. So Raptor having to make another pit stop, would probably put him about, I believe he's 3 laps down now. Survey now creeping on Turk Scorpio. Turk Scorpio's had a pretty good race up to this point. Now seeing some headlights in the rear view mirror. So Survey now working on Turk Scorpio for the 3rd position right now. Gotta think Survey's hoping that GG has to pit. He might know he needs to pit. It might be the reason why he pitted, but once again, we don't know that for certain. Survey working on Turk still. This is where he might get him. Flips him in the back just a little bit now. Servi sees him. I gotta wonder if Gigi's maybe hoping that he gets a big lead on Servi, so if he does pit here late, he'll come back out in front. And Servi to the inside of Turk Scorpio now as he come off the exit. Servi side by side with Scorpio. And Servi over the lines in third, but it's not over yet. So Servi now taking over the third position. Now he's going to do some work having to catch up to these two Lambos with only 2 laps to go. Once again, you got to wonder where these their tire wears at, because right now we have a glitch with the damage, so I can't tell you guys where we're at on these tires. But last week we saw Bobberts run out of tire at the end of the race when he was leading and ended up finishing 6th. So the question is, will these tires last for these two guys up front in the Lamborghinis? GG Racing, who's actually losing ground on Bobberts. Gotta think, maybe if they take a pit with 1 more lap to go, get the tires warmed up, or may try to stay out the rest of this race here. And it looks like GG says, I have to make a pit stop, so we'll find out. Will Bobbert stay out once again? He stayed out last week. He's looking to do it, and he is. He's staying out once again. Will SSR Bobberts be able to run on tires? The risk of staying out is still there. FTR Servi now coming around the final turn. GG Racing is out of the pit. Oh, I'm sorry. No, GG Racing did not pit. I apologize. Not sure why the game showed me him pitting, so again, my bad. These 2 cars actually did stay out. It looked like they were making a pit stop. If GG did take a pit stop, there could be a pit glitch. Not sure what happened there. And with 1 lap to go, if I am wrong, we might see GG try to make a pit here. And GG is staying out. So, the good chance that there was a pit glitch, not sure. And FTR Servi now, probably hoping these guys run out of tire wear. So here we go, the last long stretch. The only real battle on the track right now is Nicole and Juice. And it looks like Juice caught back up to Nicole, or has been battling with Nicole. PPS Proud not too far behind them. Looks like HCR Colonel is currently in a battle with FNG right now. So it looks like the tires had held up for GG Racing. And a little bit of a celebration there at the end by GG as he drifts around the final turn. And he is Week 2 winner at Sebring. SSR Bobberts will finish second after a rough week last week. And probably, I would feel that it's a disappointing result for Serby after having to make a pit stop about late in this race as he takes the third position now. So we'll just wait on them and then the rest of the field. So we'll get the drivers in here as they finish up their race, and we'll do some interviews here momentarily. Zombie finishing 5th in the race. So we'll just get these guys in here momentarily. We'll get the interviews underway. So right now, GG Racing, Bobberts, FTR Serby, Turk Scorpio, and LSDM Zombie is your top 5 here today. And the rest of the field still finishing out. There's only 2 other people I need to get in here, and then we're good to go. Actually, there's 3, but I got it. Alright. Alright, so we got everybody. Except for Zombie. Yes, give me a second. Give me a second. Thank you. Alright. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your top 5 making it in here as the rest of the field still finishing out. Actually, that would be Raptor, who's currently a few laps down, so he's got 10 minutes to finish this race up. But I'm going to start the race off by 5th place. Make sure you guys got your party included. Congratulations, Zombie, on a top 5. Having missed qualifying this week, starting from the back of the field. You kind of had a rough start to start your race. Didn't seem like it was really going to go in your favor until about mid-race when you started to actually catch up to the pack. Had a few battles. Take us through the race, and I'm sure you're happy to finish in the top 5 where you had to start.
Yeah, I went into this race with only 2 laps of practice. I didn't even qualify. So being that I finished 5th, I'm happy with. I was aiming for top 5. The first lap I went from, I think I was 16th or something. I don't know, but I went all the way up to 7th, and then that hairpin after the second straight, I guess somebody hit the tire wall, and I got backed up. So I went back down to like 12th or 13th. So
I climbed back up. I was just wondering if I never got held up through that incident, I could have been battling for 3rd or 4th.
But still, overall, good race.
Well, and you know, it's one of those deals where you missed out, kind of like PPS Proud last week, who came up through the field to finish in the top 5, I believe, if I remember correctly. So it was kind of a you know, similar thing to that situation, but congratulations on your top 5 here tonight, and glad that you were able to have some family situations outside this, so it was nice to see you here tonight. Congratulations. Finishing 4th, PPS Turk Scorpio, welcome back to the broadcast booth once again. You know, you've had some good races in the LCM Cup this season, and making your way in the GT Championship Series. Last week you got into an early accident which held you back. You found your way, fought your way back up into the top 10. Wasn't too happy with the results, but you gotta be a lot happier getting back into the top 5 and getting a 4th place finish tonight.
Yeah, definitely. it's good to be back. Yeah, like you said, it's been a while since I've been in the top 5 spot. But early on, there was some battling going on. I was just trying to make sure I didn't get any damage because the goal was to not hit. There's no possibility that the Lambos might have to hit or any other cars because of fuel and tire. So we're just taking it nice and easy. Luckily, I had a lot of air, so I was just taking my time, making sure not making any big mistakes, and just glad that it was enough where Zombie didn't have to catch up and not have to battle or anything like that.
Well, it's one of those things that you had to fight your way up, and you didn't really have a lot of battling going on tonight, but you had a few, and I'm sure you felt a lot better tonight than last week, though, for sure.
Yeah, definitely, man. That wall, I keep telling you, I know that wall moved, but the guys won't look at the replay for some reason. And yeah, damage definitely hurt me. I thought I could have made another top 5 spot at Silverstone, but shit happens. It's racing. Sometimes you're a good day, sometimes it's a bad day, and all you can do is just keep on moving forward. So.
Well, next week is Road America, and I know you guys have been driving those Jaguars the last couple of weeks, and the Lambo probably have me a heavy favorite next week. But some people will probably stick to what they've been doing. You gotta think going into next week, Road America, is that one of your better tracks?
Oh yeah, definitely Road America, especially with the Lambo. I saw a lot of times on there with the Lambo, getting a friend, getting into the top 5 in the world on that. So I definitely know the track really well, and I can't wait. Looking forward to it.
So it could be a Lambo frenzy next week, but regardless of the point, congratulations on the top 5, and we'll see you next week. FTR Servi, welcome back. Had to make a pit stop late. I'm sure that you were hoping to see those Lambos up front have to do the same. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way, but overall top 3 there at the end. Just take us through your race. You had some great battles with Gigi tonight. I'm sure you want to get back up there and battle some more.
I shouldn't have pitted, and that's all I have to say.
And yeah,
Rip.
Okay, so knew that was good.
I'll talk to him.
Well,
Oh dear.
Serbi finishing 3rd tonight. Obviously not very happy with his results. So looking back into it next week, we'll see what happens there. SSR Bobberts, welcome back. Last week finishing outside the top 5. Wasn't your luck, not where you wanted to be.
Fantastic, Steve.
Well, regardless, you were inside the top 5. I'm sorry. I kind of forget sometimes. You just had last week. You held out. You tried to do what you could at the end there, and just wasn't your night. But tonight, it seemed like it'd be a lot better for you. Stayed out. It seemed like the tires held up, and you gotta be happy with the top 2 finish, even though you had a little rough start.
Yeah, it was decent. It was a very quiet race for me, apart from the first lap. I think I got squeezed a little bit at the hairpin, which caused me to get a little bit of a tank slapper, which caused people to be alongside me. So thankfully, I managed to escape. Likes of Turk and Juice at the time. But yeah, I had the pace to the front 2, to be honest. I was losing like a little, maybe a 10th or 2 a lap, and that was about it as well. I thought if I didn't have that mistake, I could have actually been battling with them, but their battle, the damage was done at the start, so it was kind of a boring race. But 2nd place with Servi pitting. I was hoping GG would do the same because he did the same last week, but fair play to him for getting his tyres and fuel to wear out to the ends. But I'll take 2nd place, so I'm quite happy with that.
Oh, congratulations to you on the top 2 there, and the man of the hour, UMS GG Racing. Congratulations on your win tonight. Wasn't easy. Servi having to make that pit, and obviously he's a little bit upset about making that pit stop. And you guys are having some great battling out there. But once again, you gotta be happy with your first victory of the season, and looking forward going to the next week with momentum.
Yeah, looks like me and Bob were thinking like an opposite way. I'm just waiting for when Bobber pits, I pit in the next lap. I was waiting for that, so I'll wait for Servi to come back to the lead, where with me, and we can have a good battle together again. Because like I know Survey should pit like he did, but like if I was just waiting for Bobber to pit because I thought he was gonna pit. I was like, wait, he didn't pit last week. I was like, maybe I'll just wait. If he does pit, I'll pit. That's what I'm playing for. But it didn't turn out like that. I was like, looks like Survey's like, yeah, I'll talk to him and let's hope we can do better next week.
Well, you know, congratulations on your win, GG, and
well,
you fought hard last week. Well, yeah, well, congratulations. You know, you and Survey have been battling it out the last 2 weeks, and right now the points are going to be really close in the standings, and Bobber's making his way back up, and a couple of others, so it's going to be a really interesting season going into next week. We'll see what happens, and but I got to say congratulations to you one again, GG, on your victory here tonight.
Thanks, man, and I also... when I was streaming the whole time, I was watching all my viewers say congratulations or whatever. So now I was just like, I have to like mute my console viewers, and they were all congratulating to me. I just got like 3 followers, and just like actually not 3 followers. Well, how many I got? I got like 5.
Nothing wrong with that, but congratulations, GG, on the victory once again here tonight. As that was some fun race between you and Survey early on, but congratulations once again. We'll see you next week. And thank you all that were here tonight watching, from whether you were on YouTube with the new program or you were with us on Mixer. You know, the thing with YouTube right now is we're currently working on making it better video quality. Audio, obviously tonight we think that the audio quality was a lot better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it a little bit more as a YouTube watcher. If you're here on Mixer, obviously you got the best end of it. And thank you guys for all watching us here tonight. We had some great racing action here at Sebring. So once again, from the this is week 2 of the GT Championship Series. UMS GG Racing picking up the victories. Second was Bobberts from SSR and FTR Survey rounding out your top 3 there, with LCM Zombie 4th, I'm sorry, Turk Scorpio from PPS in 4th, and then LCM Zombie finishing out your top 5. Thank you all and have a great night. We'll see you next week.